Hey guys, today I'm going to go over my planning process for our road trip. Recently we did a video on a camper van road trip that we took, and I'm going to show you the platform that I used in order to do that. So stay tuned.
Hi, we're Jeff and Sonny. We retired early, sold everything we owned that didn't fit into 2 carry-ons and 2 backpacks, and now we slow travel the world. Join us on this groovy adventure as we explore retirement life on the road.
There we are with our drinks. All right, guys. So when we did our road trip, we took you can look back at the video that we did it. We did it in a camper van. And we did a road trip from Phoenix to Seattle. And in order to do that, I needed to do some planning and I got on to Google Maps and tried to do the planning of that trip. But turns out very frustrating. Google Maps will only let you do up to 10 stops and then it locks up on you. So that is, it was not good for our trip. So what I came up with was a new platform, and I'm going to go over that platform with you today. It's called Wilder Trips. All right, so what is Wilder Trips? Wilder Trips is a platform that helps you plan road trips, and actually I found out later that you could plan all sorts of different trips with it. So we'll just go to our first screen of Wilder Trips, and this is what we're looking at now is just the opening screen, and you can start planning. It's actually free if you only want to do one trip, and so you can see how it works with the one trip, and then you can get on and get their premium, which if you stay till the end of the video, I will give you a discount code that gets you half off of their platform. Okay, like I said at the beginning, when we did our trip from Phoenix to Seattle, I did the planning and went to Google Maps first to see where we could go. Stopped me at the 10 trips, like I said. We watched a video from another couple that we follow on YouTube, and they actually used Wilder Trips. It's a UK-based planning platform, and we got on there and looked at it, and it originally said that it was all in like liters, not gallons, and so I emailed the guy right away, Harry, and he fixed it for us, and so now it has both gallons per mile or gallons and liters. So very nice to work with as well. I will start with the screen here. This is our profile screen, and we, if you get the premium membership, then you can have unlimited trips. So our trip from from Phoenix to Seattle comes up here, and as you can see, I had over 20 stops. Super easy to do. I can get in here and I can add all of our stops. So we went Phoenix to the campground, and you just go through here day by day, putting in your different stops that you want to go to. And this was our actual trip here. I showed you our actual trip. I have a couple trips on here that I'm working on as well. But we can just go ahead and just hit add new trip. As you can see there, you just put in there that we are going to Bend. That's where I'm at currently. So we would go Bend, and we are in the United States, so I want to do that. You can hit the avoid certain roads, and that drops down, and you can avoid toll roads. You can avoid highways. I typically don't do that because that like cuts off almost all your roads. And then you just hit create tab or create trip. And then if I want to go to, let's say, Sisters, a town nearby, Sisters, Oregon. I can pick that. And then if you go up here to settings, you'll want to do per gallon for your trip. If you're in the United States, you can do wherever you're at. And the price right now in Bend is $4.59 per gallon. And let's say the vehicle that I'm doing, say it was a camper van, that's 14 miles per gallon. I just adjust that. And you can see here, it tells me how many miles, how much gas that's going to cost me, and how long that's going to take me to get to Sisters. And then if I want to, on day 2, if I want to go over to, let's go to a museum. High Desert Museum. There, I've added that to my trip. And then I'm like, oh, you know what? That's wrong. Let's make Sisters day 2 and the museum day 1. I can do that. It adjusts everything for me. It tells me what it's going to cost in gas up here, and I can adjust and drop and drag all I want. And then I can insert days. I can remove a day and do whatever I want there. Then if I want to go from Sisters on day 3, I want to go ahead and go over to Eugene. I can add that day, and then it gives me the route to Eugene. Another nice feature is that I can push this down and I can say that it costs me $25 to get into the High Desert Museum, and it's a point of interest, and I'm going to be driving there, so you want to keep that clicked. I can also put in notes here that be sure to see the otters. I can do all sorts of other things. I can upload photos, and if that day I want to go ahead and download this trip onto Google Maps for me so that I can open it right into Google Maps, and it takes me to the High Desert Museum. I can see all sorts of fun stuff there, and I could also just get directions to that. So that makes it super easy. Another feature that you can do is you can also navigate. I can open that up into Google Maps like I just did, or I could do it into Apple or Waze and just download that directly onto a phone, and then you can navigate via Waze, just if I wanted to do it that way instead. And it takes me directly to where I'm sitting and right down to the museum. All right, so I've shown you that kind of stuff. Some other features that this has, it also has a community tab, and that will, then I can look at other people's trips. If I'm gonna go to, where am I gonna go? I'm gonna go to the Oregon coast. Oh, nothing there. So nobody else has developed a trip to the Oregon coast. But as you can see, there are, and most of these are in the UK, but there are some trips here. You could plan a northern Spain trip. There's all sorts of trips here that you can look at other people's trips on how they set that up, and you can take a look at that. There's also road trip guides. So if I wanted to, let's say, look at Canada, there's a guide there that's already, the whole trip is planned out for me if I want to look at something like that and kind of mimic that if you want to. So there's a lot of nice resources in this platform itself. Then the other feature that I just found out about while I was researching for this video is that I can, let's get out of that. Here, I can start planning a new trip. If I'm going to go over to Italy, and create a new trip. And I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that one. And day 1 is from Redmond, Oregon. That's the nearest airport to us right currently. And I want to go to Italy. Now see, it says that they can't find a route. It's because it's trying to drive there, which you can't do. But you can hit straight line, and it will then take me my straight line route as if I'm flying from Redmond all the way over here to Italy. And so that's a nice feature there. The straight line just means you're flying there instead of driving. And then if I want to see if I want to go from Italy to Spain, I can do that same thing, drop it down, change it to straight line, and there I can do that. And I can plan my trips around that. Now, while I'm in Spain, if I want to go and make a stop after Spain into the Hilton Hotel in Spain, I don't know if this is one, but oh, there we go. I found one in Seville. If I want to do that, then it shows me how I can drive there. I went ahead and flew over to Italy, and then I flew to Spain, and then it shows me the trip down here to Seville to my hotel. And again, I can put in how much that's going to cost me. And if I flew down to Seville, then I would just switch that over to straight line, and it then gives me that. And it keeps track of a running total. So here, if my flight to Italy, say, was $350, then my flight from Italy to Spain is on Ryanair, so it's only $80. And then my hotel costs me $150 per night. Oops, $150. And it's got me a running total up here of what my travels cost. I don't know if I'm leaving anything out. I think I've shown you everything that this app, or it's not an app, it's a platform. That is something I could tell you about. I did make it an app on my phone. So on your phone, you open the site in a browser, you tap on share, and then you select add to home. And then that makes it an app-like feature on your phone. And all you have to do is then hit Wilder Trips, and it takes you straight to the website, making it kind of like an app. So you're not having to go to the browser and then pulling up Wilder Trips every time. You just hit that button and it pulls right up to the featured platform that you want. So I don't know. I think I've covered everything. If not, I'll come back on and tell you something more. So that's Wilder Trips, and we use it for all of our planning because I can put hundreds of stops on one trip. I can also, if I get the Premier, then I can also just have all the trips I want. I can add up trips. On our trip from Phoenix to Seattle, we had 2 different trips on there because we originally were going to go one direction, and then we thought, you know what, that's going to be too hot to go that direction. We're going to go this direction, and I just immediately got on Wilder Trips and planned out the other trip, and that I showed you at the beginning, and we were good to go. So it's very versatile. It's very easy to use. In the description, I'll leave a code for you all. It gets you 50% off of that the Premier portion of the Wilder Trips. I can't even think of what it's called. So anyway, I think that's it. I hope you like this video. If you do, like and subscribe. I do apologize. I'm by myself and I'm not sure I'm doing very well, but stay tuned for our next video. I think Jeff is out doing a video on his own as well. So stay tuned for some of those. And again, if you like this video, like it, subscribe so you know what else is coming up. And until next time, guys, see ya.